What's good, YouTube Live? This is the first time I've ever done this, and so far there's nobody in the chat at all, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But I'm trying to encourage people to start joining me on Patreon, where I'll be going live every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Hawaiian time, and hopefully getting people off the YouTube and onto the Patreon, because it'll be more fun. So what I'm going to do is pretty much do my normal video, like as I would. I'm hoping someone comes in while I'm live so I can say, hey, what's up? Because I've never really seen what this does. Oh, there he is. MVEX, big boy. Love it, man. What's up? Sign up to my Patreon, man, if you can afford $5 a month. That's like less than a beer. I'm not sure if you drink beers, but they've got gynos and all sorts of hormones to make you a soy boy. And you don't want to be a soy boy, so you should quit one beer a month and sign up to my Telegram, brother. It's $5. Anyway, man, I'm pretty much just gonna do a normal video like how I normally would, because I just record myself and upload shit to the interwebs. So I'm pretty much gonna do that. But if someone jumps in and asks me a question or whatever, then yeah. Have the hit the thumbs up, man. If you're in here, if you're gonna shout me a beer, you may as well hit the Rogans, mate. Joe Rogan, he looks like a thumb, yeah. If you ever noticed Joe Rogan looks like a thumb, hit the thumb up if you're in here and you've appreciated my work, because I know who's in here now. But yeah, so I'm basically just gonna want to talk about frequency right now. Yeah, thanks guys. 2 thumbs up. Hit the Rogans, man. Hit the bloody Rogans. And if someone wants to shoot me a question, I'll be happy to answer it. But I've been encouraging people to join my Telegram. Yeah, 3 thumbs up. All right, right. Bloody Dylan, mate. Right. Eve Nixon, mate. Have a look at my fucking eyes. Does it look like I'm still on a trip? Yeah, man, I'm on a trip. It's a lifelong trip. So as long as I'm breathing, I'm tripping, okay? So I hope that answers your question, man. 6 people, 4 Rogans that have been hit. So if you're here, please hit the Rogan. If you don't know what a Rogan is, that's a thumb up, okay? You ever notice Joe Rogan looks like a thumb? Yeah, fully enlightened, mate. So if you like the thumb, hit him up. And I'm basically just trying to encourage everybody to go into my... Yeah, number 5. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it. I'm trying to encourage people to come into my Patreon. How do you survive on only oxygen? Go back and watch my videos, man. You know, I've already answered that. I photosynthesize like a plant, okay? So I'm encouraging people to come into my Patreon account. Why is my seatbelt on? That's a good question, Rowan. I'm taking it off. Is that better, buddy? You're a legend, man. I've actually met that guy. He's a bloody legend down on Big Island. Big thumbs up to the Big Island. If you like the Big Island, hit the Joe Rogans. Remember, Joe Rogan looks like a thumb. When you see that little bald guy, remember he looks like a thumb. That's Rogan for you, man. But Big Island, if you didn't know, they got the biggest volcano in the world. It's a Hawaiian island, and it's blowing up right now, or it's lava flowing. It's some crazy stuff. My drug of choice... Fuck. My drug of choice. Now that's a tough question. I'm going to have to say beaver tranquilizer. I'm not sure if you've ever tried that. It sort of gives you a real squishy feeling on the feet. And if you do, fluoride rots your brain, man. If you do beaver tranquilizer and whippets, you know, the shit that you put in a balloon, or like an angarator, it'll give you a seizure. And a seizure, a lot of people think a seizure is bad for your brain, but a seizure is actually incredibly good for your brain. Joe Rogan shares misinformation for fluoride intake. Does he? What does he do, man? What does Joe Rogan say about fluoride? He says it's good for you. Of course he does. Joe Rogan tells people to smoke DMT. And you want to know an insider secret from Joe Rogan's tattoo artist? Right? Right? Joe Rogan's tattoo artist leaked that Joe Rogan's never done DMT. So Joe Rogan is lying to you when he talks about DMT. I don't care if you believe that or not, dude, but that's 100% truth. Insider information coming out of the mouth of who? Joe Rogan's tattoo artist, all right? Right? With beaver tranquilizer, you know you're getting high when everything feels wrong. Yeah, man, everything feels really good on the beaver tranquilizer. But if you do nitrous oxide with the beaver tranquilizer, it's a really good feeling, man. I did that at a music festival once, and I actually had a stroke and a seizure. Joe Rogan is full of it, right? After I saw him get annoyed at someone trying to tell him about Epstein. Dude, I'm pretty sure Rogan went to Epstein Island, man, and got ass fucked. I'm pretty sure he fucked Alex Jones in Las Vegas behind a dumpster. And that may be insider information as well, allegedly. But yeah, I had a seizure when I did beaver tranquilizers and nitrous oxide at a music festival. And it was weird, man. Like, I had a psychic ability to make people say things that I wanted them to say. Have you ever thought about starting your own religion? No, absolutely not, man. That's a big no-no. I don't want to start any religion. I want to start which music festival is a very, very underground music festival, man. It didn't even have a name. It was more like, it wasn't really a festival, actually. It was more like a shindig in someone's backyard. But we had it in the forest. So yeah, it was... no, man, they took my Etsy store down. I don't know if it was the beaver. I don't know if it was the anal breath, or if it was the bungee nuggets. But they just said that I was, yeah, they took my store down. I tried to call them up, and it was an AI, man. Everything these days is run by AI. But yeah, I want to say something about frequency, right? You ever notice, like, you have a conversation with someone, and you give them straight down the line information, like the 100% truth. There's no like conspiracy about it, or there's no like obscure description. Like, it's so fucking straight and narrow and to the point, and they can't hear it. And what that is, and you're probably aware of it, right? If you're a bloody truther, right, and you're trying to tell people the truth, sometimes it can... You know what I think about Trump, bro? I think they killed Trump. I think they assassinated Trump on the January 6th riots. And then they installed a clone, potentially. I don't even know if cloning's real, but it seems like a different guy. It seems like a totally different fucking guy. But yeah, if someone can't hear the truth, right, I think what happens is it's a frequency, right? Right. I had this idea today. Say you're in your vehicle and yeah, I know, man, he did. If you're in your vehicle and you got your radio coming in, right, like, you have to tune into a certain frequency. And all these frequencies are in the air. They're fucking like... Nicki Minaj might be right there, some talkback radio might be there, NPR might be there, Beethoven might be there. All of them are in the air, but you have to tune into the right frequency to actually have that message coming through your speakers. Now, I think that there's something like that with the humankind as well. Like, all the information is right there, but it depends on what frequency you're tuned at, depends on what you can actually receive. So, like, for truthers and stuff, we can receive some shit really, really easily, but then for other people, it's too much. You tell them the truth and they get super triggered, or they go like, I can't hear it, man. And it's classic with the fucking, don't we all? Yeah, we all put out frequencies, exactly. But remember, a frequency has a range, right? If you think about a wave, right, from the top to the bottom, that's the peak to the trough. And a frequency, depending on... the human experience comes from within. Yeah, it does, but it also comes from without, man, because without anything external, there's nothing from within. I mean, if everything was from within, then there wouldn't be a word to describe without. Without exists, so there's a word for it. But a frequency has a wave, right? Right. You have a peak and you have a trough. And the closer they are together is, their wavelength and their frequency, vibration. So... some people can hear things and some people cannot, and I believe that's like what they're tuned into. And yeah, we do all emit a frequency. We have an electromagnetic field. It's called an aura. You can see it with dicyanide dye if you put it in glasses. We could expand our perception of frequency. Yeah, we could, and I think about that as well, but I don't really know how to explain it. So why don't you try to expand on my idea of frequency? Because when I'm talking about frequency, I'm talking about the electromagnetic field that our heart and is emanating from our heart, right? Our toroidal field that every single human has. You can see it with the right technology. Dicyanide dye. The US government made it illegal, but it's a real thing, and you can actually see people's auras. But I'm talking about frequency in terms of like your vibe, you know, like when people say your vibe attracts your tribe. I'm more talking about that. And what I'm trying to say is, some people can't hear certain messages, and I'm sure I can't hear certain messages either. It's not like, yeah, I think so, definitely, right? The high tide. Look, it's 10 minutes through. The point of this live stream was to just hopefully get some people into my Patreon channel, because I want to do live streaming more often. I want to do it on Patreon. I want to do it every single Sunday at 8 o'clock Hawaiian time, 8:30. It's 7 o'clock now. So I'm going to be live streaming over there in about an hour and a half. At the moment, there's only one person inside my my Patreon channel. No, I know, very important. This guy is he's all right. I thought he was a complete spiraler, but he's all right. Thanks, Mevex. You're a legend, man. It's really hard to explain, really, but I've tapped into things that are unspeakable, but undoubtedly true. Yeah, man, I feel that 110 fucking percent. Like, with the synchronicities and the feelings. Well, I'll tell you one thing to touch on that, right? The human mind is a biological... Yeah, I'm in Hawaii, bro. Shaka. So the human mind is a biological computer, right? It processes things. It's like a motherboard. However, the intuition and the feeling can think 7 times faster than the human mind. Like if I said to you, go and murder your mother, you don't even have to think about it. You know right away. That's not really a good example. I'll tell you, when you're riding a dirt bike, right? If you're riding a dirt bike at 150 miles an hour, or let's just say 80 miles an hour, and there's potholes and there's all these things, you can't actually think like, I need to do this. It's through intuition and feeling, because your intuition and feeling is like working 7 times faster than the human computing brain, the mind, right? So tapping into that like flow state, I guess we could call it. Yeah, frequency, that type of thing. Can you show your... Yeah, it's in the video link. I'll put it in this description link, but if you go back to my most recent video, I think it's Let's Talk Yay. The thumbnail is my face, and right, the thumbnail is my face and Kanye West's face together. And yeah, go look on that one and you'll see the link in there. So sign up, man, because I'm gonna fucking stream over there, and I'm gonna stream there in about an hour and a half. I want to create a community in there for like true legends, you know. $5 a month is the price of a beer. Jump on in there, we'll fucking talk story, we'll get a community going. We can even do like witchcraft, mate. Anyway, boys, girls, whoever's in here, 8:30 Hawaiian time. It's about hell yeah, Safer. Big ups. Is K West the real... Yeah, K West is the real deal, man. I've got some insider information, and whether you want to believe that or not, I mean, I could be I'm a no one, man. Like, I got 9 people listening, so... But I swear, you know, I'm telling you right now, you know, hand to God, I do have some insider information on the whole Yay thing, and it is 100% legit, man. I thought it was scripted. I thought he was like doing some controlled opposition, you know, try to get ahead of the whole Jewish question coming into the mind of the masses before, like, you know, it really starts blowing up on the internal psyche. But it's 100% legit, man. It's literally legit. You are a legend, right? Thanks, man. I appreciate all your comments and everything, man. So yeah, join me on Telegram. I gotta get driving. It's like late, and I want to stream from my house. But big ups to all of you. God bless. Praise the Almighty. Inshallah, Yahweh be blessed with you all, and hope to see some of y'all in my Patreon. Shalom, namaste, and aloha. Harawai!